Hey, this is Gino Richter. I just want to remind you to drink more water and get started on a meal plan. Today I want to talk about dieting tricks. I want to talk about useful kitchen items to have around. I want to talk about balance and contrast. I'm going to break out the whiteboard. I'm going to show you all sorts of different things. I'm going to show you an actual meal that I cooked for my family on the grill. And I'm going to teach you a color coding trick, so using color to your advantage to become a better chef instantaneously by the end of the video. So let's get started. Dieting tricks. What are we going to do between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. when we're watching TV to not destroy our diet? Well, we want to be easy. We want to have simplification. I'm always about that. But we also want to make sure that we have items that don't throw off our numbers. It's a numbers game. It's calories in, it's calories out. So we want to keep easy items that don't add guilt to your meal plan, right? We want to keep around pickles. We want to keep around carrots. I take carrots and I sit and I watch a half-an-hour TV show eating one carrot. The slower you eat also, it tricks your mind into thinking that you're full. Same thing goes with drinking water throughout the whole day. So those are two additional tips on top of the tips. Drink more water, eat a little bit slower. And then, going back to something from Kitchen Tips 1 video, in a martini glass, just take this, watch some TV. These are jicama sticks, these are red bell peppers. These are great items that don't add too many numbers to your total overall picture for the day. Do these guilt-free things. You can also do frozen things. I used to eat frozen asparagus spears from Trader Joe's. It sounds disgusting, but they're actually really good. You can also go with frozen fruit, but I will say, be wary. And if you have a fruit with a nut. That's right, fruit and nut. Fruit and nut. You can also do portable fruit and nut items. This is good. You can do some applesauce, and you can have some macadamia nuts at night. This is all really easy stuff. The whole point is to be easy, but smart. Eat them slow, and you're eating something healthy. I don't care. People are always like, hey, should I just not eat at night? No, I'm not like a tyrant. Like, I want you to be happy, but be smart about it, okay? You can eat, but have a pickle rather than having a mozzarella stick. Boom. Fruit and a nut. Alright, we're gonna cook something on the grill for my family, but I want you to pay attention to the contrast and the balance of flavors. I want you to pay attention to the colors, and we're gonna talk about colors once we get back.
I had these St. Louis ribs. I put some curry powder on there. I thought I'd do a fun little color scheme. I put some basil, and then I put some paprika, and I put some cloves on there if you could see. Some lamb meatballs, some bacon, peppers, some red onion, parsley, and then over here some broccolini, just some garlic and oil. Classic pork, apples, honey mustard. So the sweetness of the apples needs to be balanced, so I did a little bit of pepper just to kind of balance the flavors. If you have something that's gonna fall apart or it's delicate, you can always toss it in like an oven-safe kind of a pan, and then you don't have to worry about it totally disintegrating upon impact once you try to flip it. This is the finished product. It's all about presentation. I want to emphasize presentation. Grilled vegetables are just so easy. You could save calories. Just let it grill through. Like mushroom caps are really nice. Those are some of my favorites. So to accompany that, we did coconut milk yogurt. I added some pineapple, some red onion, fennel stalk, some curry powder, white pepper, some smoked salt. I wanted to go find a lemon. We didn't have any, so I grabbed a can of peppercini. I added the brine from there just to get something acidic. I saw it that there was some sort of an imbalance. I wanted to balance that flavor, get that perfect tartness, but that's the meal. When you put something out, just make sure it's clean, make sure the presentation's good. But most of all, have fun with it. I was in the kitchen half the time prepping stuff, and I was just watching something on YouTube, and that's what it's all about.
Next thing, I want to teach you a trick to help you instantaneously create better recipes in your home, and we're going to use those lamb meatballs as an example. I put bacon, I labeled with brown, red pepper and red onion, which I put in purple. So if you think, what's the next color that I could put in here? You could start developing more ingredients for your recipes. It's pretty easy. So if I look at my colors right here, in orange, this reminds me of potatoes. Sweet potatoes, it reminds me of carrots. It reminds me of habanero. We could put some heat in here, right? I'm not gonna write it out just to save time, but that's one thing we just added to it. Then I have a pink right here. This reminds me of watermelon. It reminds me of grapefruit. Maybe this is a garnish thing. It reminds me of a flower. Right? If you had some sort of a nice flower that you could put here and, you know, as a garnish to add at the end, why not? That helps you out too. Then we have green. This is our herb. This is easy. This can also be like if you put it on a bed of a salad, you're adding that color. But if you put some herb in here, like a rosemary, which is also a beautiful garnish piece, if you put something like that in there and you follow in one after the other, you're automatically going to become a better chef. I guarantee that. So that's it for me today. I hope you were able to learn something. I wanted to say one final thing is, don't be afraid to fail in the kitchen. I've made so many disgusting things that just didn't taste good, but it's part of the learning process. But have fun with it. Just be creative and have fun with it. If you found this video helpful, then please subscribe to the channel and share it if you can. And I want to help as many people as I can. Drink your water, get started on a meal plan. This is Gino. Thank you so much for listening to me. Fruit and nut.